Let us now do a simple individual level data analysis. For this, we have created a sheet to capture the basic data of the outreach that is done. So this is basically the data from form B1, which is entered by the peer educators. And in this, we are capturing month, week, because this is a weekly format. We are capturing which week, UID number, ID number. And if you look at the name here, we are not entering the name, but automatically we are retrieving this name when the UID number is entered. So this name is linked with the form e-registration. So automatically when the ID is entered, it will retrieve the name. And similarly, we are capturing one-to-one, one-to-group, needle syringe distributed, needle syringe returned, and even the PE name and outreach worker name. Again, we are retrieving this based on the UID number entered from the form E. Based on the UID number, we are retrieving the outreach worker and the peer educator name. Now, once we have captured the data in this format, so for each week, we'll be entering this data, week 1, week 2, week 3, and we may see each individual may be entered over here multiple times. For example, I will tell you ID number 39 has been captured in week 1 and week 2. But when we want to summarize this data, we need to capture, like maybe you want to report in the SIMS format, you want to send the monthly indicator reporting, you need to know how many individuals have been contacted or how many individuals received needle syringe, how much in needle syringe individual receives. If you want to analyze or summarize this kind of data, how do we do this? So let's keep our cursor in A1. Let's go under data, pivot table and chart. Click next, and finish. Okay. Our first task, let's insert a row here. Our first task would be, we look at individual wise number of needle syringe distributed and written. Let's see how we can summarize this data. Let's again click on our pivot table and chart. Let us drag the UID number to the left row. And then we need the needle syringe distributed. We need to drag the needle syringe distributed to the data section. So automatically we can see sum of needle syringe distributed. So each individual, what is the total number of needle syringe he received during the month? So as of now, we have not applied the month filter. Let us pull the month in the page filter. Let us select the month here. If the data has multiple months, whatever months for which the data is available will be listed over here. Since we have only 1 month data here, we will select the month over here. Okay. Now this gives us individual wise the number of needle syringe distributed. If you want to see the returned, pull again the returned. It is showing count of needle syringe distributed. Let us right click here and change the field settings to sum. And you can drag this data and drop it in the column area of the pivot table. Yes. So this table summarizes the individual wise number of needle syringe distributed. Now our second task would be to see how many individuals were contacted by each peer educators. Let us see how we can do that using this. Let us copy this pivot table and paste it here, and we will drag back this data. Let us pull, since we need the count here, for needle syringe distribution we needed the sum, but for number contacted we need to see the count of the individuals. So we need to pull a field which captures which is basically a text field. So in this case the name of the HRG would be an ideal field. So I have pulled it here. We can see each individual, how many times the individual has been contacted during the month. So if we pull the week over here, we can see week wise how many times they have been contacted. And now we will pull the peer educator's name in the column. We see peer educator wise how many individuals have been contacted. Now we see that one individual is contacted 4 times, 2 times, but we need to see how many individuals have been contacted at least once. Okay. So for that, what we will do is we need to do one more step. Let us put is equal to, since we need to see the peer educator wise, and paste here. Now we need to apply the count formula. Count, let's select from here till here. Okay. So these are the P-wise individuals contacted. So this is contacted at least once in a month. Let us wrap the text here, alignment, wrap text. Now we want to see how many were contacted at least 3 times in a month. At least 3 times in a month. So let us apply the count if formula. Let's select the range here. The criteria will be greater than 3. Is equal to or greater than 3. So it is greater than or is equal to 3. Yes. So we have total of 15 individuals who have been contacted at least 3 times in a month. So this gives us analysis of peer educator wise the number of individuals who have been contacted. You can similarly see P wise number of needle syringe distributed. You can see it outreach worker wise, hotspot wise. Any kind of analysis you will be able to do with this.